Hey guys, how you doing? My name is Derek Duga and I am a PDI tech here at Primeaux RV, and today we're going to go through an open range light 275 RLS. So let's get started. Here on the front you're going to have your electric jack. All you have on it is here you have a light to help you hook up at night. This is just simply your up and down to get it on and off the truck. But inside the front compartment you're going to have a tool that looks like this. If something were to ever happen to your jack to where it's not working, the first thing you want to check is right here. You have an inline fuse. That's going to be for your jack. That's going to be a 30 amp. You're going to want to check that. If that's still good and you can't figure it out, you're going to take that tool out of the front. You're going to pull this rubber garment off, put this on, and now you can crank it manually and get it on and off the truck. Here's your LP bottles. On here you have the 7.5s. There is a crossover, so as you can tell, right now I'm on this bottle, so it's showing red. When it's going to be full, it's going to be clear. When it turns red, what you're going to want to do is turn the bottle off. You're going to flip the handle over, turn this bottle on. Now you're up and running again. Here we have your battery. That's going to run all your 12-volt stuff. Again, this one is not maintenance free, so what you're going to want to do once, twice a month, you're going to want to pop these little caps off. Make sure it's full of water and make sure that it's distilled water. So here we have the stabilizer jacks. So once you get to your spot, these jacks will not pick up the camper. It's just to stabilize it. So front to back, you can get it level with your tongue jack. That's going to be easy. If your spot is off left to right, you're going to have to put blocks on the tires and you're going to have to roll that camper up on the blocks, get it level. Once you level, now you're going to take this and you're going to come down and you're going to put just enough tension for the trailer not to rock. If you want to go a little quicker, you can get an electric drill with a 3/4 bit. It makes it a lot faster. On the very front, we have a little solar charge. So if you did a lot of dry camping, what you could do is buy a solar panel. It would plug in here and it would keep your 12-volt battery charged. Or you can also use it as a trickle charge. Here we have your pass-through storage on the front. As you can see, we have a light on that side. Throughout the camp, if you see this kind of light with the eye, the little switch, you're going to have a 1 on one side and a 2 on the other side. The 1 is going to make it stay on, 2 is going to be motion, so it'll come on for you once it's dark. So up in the corner by the light, this red handle, that's going to be your battery disconnect. So if you're going to save this camper and not plug it up, you're going to want to turn that off. What that does is kill all the power to your battery except your propane sniffer. Here we have the breathers for the back of your ice box. Nothing in here for you to really mess with. That's for us to work, so don't worry about that. This right here is going to be the vent in case you're going to cook on the inside. What you're going to want to do is take those 2 little clips, you're going to pop it out, and now it can vent from the inside. If you're not going to use them, push them back in or stop the wasp from going in. Right here we have your little outside entertainment, your little ice box. This one's going to be electric only, so when you plug in, it'll work. You have a drawer here with storage. Here, you're going to have a little quick connect hose. This will be in your front compartment also, so it'll hook up here and you have hot and cold water on the outside. This drawer you're going to pull out. You're going to have a black hose on the side. You pull that off, that'll be your gas line. What you're going to want to do is come straight down. And over here is where it's going to connect. You're going to have a quick connect here. Now once it's connected, you're going to have a valve. You're going to turn that valve on. As long as that valve's on, it will not let you undo this line. You have to turn the valve off. Now you can undo it, and it's to make sure that you don't have any gas running through the lines. Right next to the little kitchen area, this is where you can mount your TV. So this sticker, you want to stay as center of this with your bracket as you can. You're going to have your 110 plug and whatever you're running, your cable or your satellite. So here on the slide, you're going to notice they have a hole with the same tool that you're going to use the jack. Through the hole, if something happens to your slides and you can't get them closed, straight across from there, there's a nut. You're going to use this. You're going to put it on that nut, crank it, and that'll bring your slides in. Here on the back, you're going to have another little grill. Here you have 2 110 plugs. This little grill is going to be located in your front compartment. It's very easy to put on and take off. This is going to be the same thing. You're going to have a quick connect here that's going to hook up to here, and then on this side you got your valve. You can turn your valve off. Now you can undo it, put it all back together. Close it, and now you can put it in your front compartment. On the back side, we're gonna have the spare tire. You got your ladder to get up there. That's 300-pound max. You are also backup camera ready. So if you wanted a camera, you could either get one the day you pick it up, purchase it, and we can put it on, or a little bit later, you can put one on yourself. Here we're gonna have your power cord. Now you are 50 amp on this unit, so remember, if you're in a 30 amp spot, you're gonna need to get the pigtail to go down. You can only run one unit at a time. Here is where you're gonna run everything from the outside. So right here, this shows you these two, top is satellite, bottom is cable. So whatever you're running is where you're gonna hook up. Here, you're gonna use that same little blue hose that I showed you on the other side. You can plug it here. You also have hot and cold water there. This right here, that's your black tank flush. So once you pull all your handles, dump your black tank, you can take your water hose from here. You're gonna put it here, turn it on, and there's a wand on the inside that spins, and it will flush your black tank for you. Now this blue handle here, if you're going dry camping where there's no water, see here it says tank fill. You're gonna hook up your water hose here, put it on there, and now you're filling up your freshwater tank to go camping. If you're not, you're gonna still hook up your water here, from them, turn it on, and now it's running through the camper like it's supposed to. So if you fill your freshwater tank up to go camping and you still have some water left in it when you're done, behind this tire, there's gonna be a blue hose coming down. All you're gonna do is unscrew that cap, and that's gonna drain your freshwater tank. Here's where you're gonna hook up your sewer hose. So it's gonna be up to you. You're gonna have two. It's pretty close together, so I would make a Y, and then you have one run out. That way you can have it drain all the time. So you're gonna have two gray pools. You're gonna have one here and one here. So once you're hooked up, you can open these two and let them drain all weekend long, and you're gonna be fine. Your black tank, you never wanna leave dry. Toilet paper and sediment sticks at the bottom, and when it decides to give, it's gonna get stuck. So you're gonna wanna keep this closed. Watch your gauge on the inside, and I'll show you where that's at. Once you get full, you're gonna come outside, pull it, dump it, close it back, go on the inside, flush your toilet, let some more water go into the toilet. That way you're never dry. These two here, that's gonna be your low point drain. So if it's gonna get below freezing, you're gonna wanna get all the water out of this camper, unscrew those two caps, and that's gonna drain your lines. Here we have the hot water heater. So as you can see, you have a plastic plug. So on this model, you don't have an anoid, so you don't have to worry about checking it. This one is gas and electric. It can both be ran from the inside, and I'll show you where it's at. Main thing about this is, about once a year, you're gonna wanna undo it, just flush it. So you're gonna pull this, let all the pressure out. Once the pressure is released, you're gonna undo this. Make sure that the electric side and the gas, but especially electric, is off, because you're gonna be dry firing and you're gonna burn up the heating element. Once you empty, you're gonna put this plug back on, hook up your hose, let the water go in it. You're gonna pull this handle. When you got water coming out, you know your hot water heater's full again, put on the electric side, and you're up and running. Okay. Here on the front, you're gonna have a switch. What that is gonna be your LED light switch that's in the middle. You'll have one there. You can turn it on the camp, or also help you hook up at night. So now we're inside the unit, and we're in the master bedroom. These two lights on top of the bed are gonna be manual. You're gonna turn them off directly in the middle. On each side, you're gonna have 110 plugs. You also have charging ports on that side in case you want to charge a phone, a computer, anything. Straight up, you're gonna have a vent manual. All you're gonna do is turn that knob, your vent will go up. You also have storage underneath the bed. Here's gonna be your main light for the bedroom. Here on the wall, you're gonna see the bracket location. If you're gonna hang a TV, you're gonna wanna stay center of this sticker as you can to put your bracket. Straight up, you're gonna have cable and 110. Right here in the closet, you are wash and dryer prepped. So if you did wanna add a washer and dryer, this is where it would go. On this unit, you have a king antenna. So if you're camping somewhere that doesn't have cable and you're running off just the antenna, if your picture is fuzzy, all you're gonna do on this side, you got a button. You're gonna press it, and all you wanna do is spin it. You're gonna catch the right channel, it's clear, you're gonna stop and leave it. Now that also goes with this button here. This button is your amplifier button. So if you're running on just that antenna, You want to turn it on, it's going to give you more power to catch more channels. Now, if you hook up to cable while you're camping and your picture's distorted and you don't know why, it's because you have to turn this button off. It's too strong and you should be good to go after that. Here in the bathroom, this plug here is going to be your GFI. So if your plugs don't work, this is where you're going to reset them. And one of the very most important things about the bathroom is your glass door in the shower. You want to make sure that that is latched open before you leave. Here are the thermostats that are going to run your AC. This one, in this model, both your ACs are in the living room. This is going to be the one furthest to the front. This is going to be your rear. This one's going to be only air conditioned. This one is going to run your back AC and your heater and your furnace. So that's how they're going to run. Straight down underneath it is where your propane sniffer's at. So that's going to be wired directly to your battery. Straight above is going to be your smoke detector. So that's going to run on 9 volts. So you're going to want to check it, make sure you have battery life. In case there's a fire, you definitely want that to go off. Here we at the ice box. You're going to have 3 different settings. When you're going to get to the spot you're camping, you always want to put a bottle on whether you're cooking or not, because you're going to put it on auto. What that does is you're going to plug in, you're going to have electricity. Electric will always be first, so you're going to be running on electricity. If something happens at the campground where your electricity turns off, your ice box will automatically switch to gas for you. Once the electricity comes back on, it'll switch back to electric, so you're not using propane. In the middle, that's just simply turning it off. And if you go all the way to the right, that's running on just gas. And in here, this is just your temperature on how cold you want your ice box in your freezer. Stove, pretty simple to use. You're gonna pick which burner you want, and all you're gonna do is spark it and it'll light. The oven is still old school. You're gonna have to put it on pilot, press and hold it. You're gonna light your pilot light at the bottom, hold it for 10 seconds, let it purge, and put it on. You're ready to bake. Just make sure you turn it off. If not, your pilot light will stay lit. Here we're at the entertainment part. Here's your TV. So you're gonna have a remote that'll run all that. Here in the middle, this is gonna be your radio, your CD player, and your DVD player. So you can go to source and run whatever you want. If you want the radio, you can also put DVD or a movie, and that will play through the TV. Now you're gonna have 2 zones. Zone 1 is gonna be these speakers here for your inside. Zone 2 is gonna be outside speakers, so you can run one, the other, or both at the same time. Here you have your electric fireplace. It does come with a remote. You can run it without heat coming out, so you can have just the picture, or you can set it to high, low, or auto to where it'll turn on and off. It also dims, so if you're watching a movie, you can dim the fire and just use it for decoration. On the back side, you got a sofa. This is gonna pull out to make a full-size bed. You're gonna have your 2 recliners, and then your boot style table. This will fold down also to make a bed. Slides on, these come in the middle just like your regular. Straight down here is where your breakers and your fuses are. So everything's labeled of what it is, what size it needs. This little window here, if you have a red light glowing, you're gonna open it, find what red light it is, and that's telling you which fuse is burnt. Easy, and change it out. So here's the control panel for your unit. This right here will run your awning in and out. Straight above is gonna be slide 1 and then slide 2. That's how you're gonna bring your slides in and out. Here's gonna be your water pump if you're going dry camping. This is gonna be your interiors lights. This is your exterior lights. This right here is gonna run your hot water heater. So as you can see here, that'd be your electric side. This will be your gas side. It's gonna light itself, you up and running. Straight above it, it's gonna be all your levels. That's your battery, your full freshwater tank, black, gray, and this one has an auxiliary in case you were to put a washer and dryer. That's where it would go in. So here's all your levels. Congratulations on the purchase of your new open range, and welcome to the Primeaux family.